Ladies and gentlemen, the Pies enter the draft via night number 2. It's time to secure Zach McCarthy, and it's also time to talk all things black and white. Ladies and gentlemen, the draft show tonight is proudly sponsored by TSNL Neon, Melbourne's trusted signage specialist for commercial LED and neon signage. For more information, visit their website, tslsigns.com. Family owned, family operated. Joshua Jacobs, how are we going, my friend? Hello, all. We should be looking at trading our future second to get West Coast or Carlton, or to West Coast or Carlton to get our hand in earlier into the draft as well to secure an Ollie Greaves or Hargraves. NHH, we'll call it. We'll dub him. Benny, welcome. Shano, here we are. Grumman, Rob, Stephanos, Chris. Good to see the crew here. Love it. Love it. I'm pretty sure the draft starts at 7. If I'm not mistaken, 7 o'clock. So until then, we'll have a bit of a yarn. I mean, we'll yarn throughout the entirety of the night. But what do we know at this point in time? So with the abundance of Academy and Father-Son bids that were matched last night, that brought our picks, brought our selections 7 picks in up the order. So from 39 became 32, 45 became 37, so on and so forth. So a real opportunity where maybe we don't see McCarthy get picked up any earlier than our first pick, which would be great. So right now, what we're looking at, maybe I'll share the screen. Hopefully I've got it set up. Come on, Cass, you got to lift. You've got to have the share screen ready. What are you doing? Dell. Bang. Bang. I'm exposing myself. Here we go. So we have a look here. First pick on the table is North, then Doggies, then Carlton, then West Coast, Melbourne, Richmond, Collingwood. Now, we saw clubs make other clubs who had academy ties and father-son selections on the table pay up in a big way yesterday. Am I surprised that I haven't seen that with Zach McCarthy? Perhaps. Maybe that just means that while clubs think McCarthy is decent, I don't think they're willing to bid on him so early where it would put them in a compromised position in the way that they may find themselves with the Zach McCarthy in hands. I say that as respectfully as possible. It's just the reality is McCarthy could be... He's been spoken about somewhere in the 25 to 40 range for the most part of this draft conversation, right? So you factor that in versus clubs who are bidding on the Harry Deans of the world and Annabelle and Patterson. You know what you're getting you're more certain of what you're getting in those players than what you're getting in a Zach McCarthy. Hence why maybe we're not seeing what people were talking about yesterday, and maybe Hawthorn using one of their picks to get McCarthy and force a bid there, but that didn't happen. Grumman says we should pass on McCarthy and get Onley. We can get McCarthy our academy pick. McCarthy will come to the Pies. Yeah, still 45 minutes, you reckon? That's okay. I suppose I'm not sure if the proceedings are any different to last night because it's night 2, so maybe we see it a little bit earlier, the draft process. I could be wrong. What's happened here with goodness gracious, look at this thing down here. What have I done? Hold on a second. Can we move that up? What if we move that? Fucking hell. Sorry guys, make sure I get this right. My goodness gracious, my OBS setup is clearly in off-season mode because look at the shit it's doing to me right now. Crazy. So what if we grab that? No idea what that is. That's fine. This is the off-season personified. So the lads actually get back next week. So that's going to be a welcome sign, isn't it? Yeah, no idea what I've done here, ladies and gents. Do you think Collingwood could draft McGuan tonight with a late pick in the draft? I'm hearing, Chris, that we'll take him in the rookie draft if he's available. So that's going to be a curious eye that we'll keep for tonight, whether or not McGuan finds himself on the table. Benny, mate, bit to catch up on. I'm doing well. How are you? Are you in the gym? What are we doing? This time last year we said, who's Joel Cochran? Is he looking a player, or do we look for a 194 centimeter defender again? I'm not too sure, but very much so last year with Lepic, taking the steering wheel last year. I think we were, taking guesses at sort of where we may find players or where we pluck them from. The difference is we've got picks a bit earlier in this draft compared to last year, so we can have more of an educated guess because there's a lot more work done on the top 40 as opposed to the picks in the 50s. So there's that. I think maybe I put in a poll. Huge Benny in the lounge. Love that. So if we are looking at will the Pies take McCarthy with our first pick, or do we go a different route? That's a question to ask because we picked 32. I mean, do Collingwood go all of a sudden, geez, McCarthy's still not off the table. Maybe we can go the best available, the player we prefer, more than a McCarthy at that point in time. So that's going to be a close watch, 100%. 100%. Magpie Pete, how we going? Hello all. Looking forward to see who we pick up. Hoping for tough inside mid and a tall marking defender. Like players we've spoken about. Kondo Yanis is a tall rebounding defender. You've got Riley Onley, who we've spoken about. Sam Swaddling, Fred Rodriguez, Jack Dalton's been a part of the conversation. Look, I'd love to be taken by surprise tonight. I'd like to see us think outside the box, which is what we do, or what we have done in years gone by, recent years gone by. So we'll see how that goes. Have we picked it? No, we have not. No. It doesn't start till about 7:30. You don't understand what, Matthew? What don't you understand? What's wrong? Talk to me. So the broadcast starts at 7, but I'm hearing the draft could start at 7:30. So we will get some clarification around that, won't we? Fingers crossed no one bids. I mean, you'd think he'd be bid on by this point in time, don't you think? What happens if we don't pick McCarthy? Like full stop. He's going to get drafted, right? So I think we could use pick 32. We could use pick 32 for the best or our preferred player, and that may be a player other than McCarthy. And then a bid might come in for McCarthy quickly, shortly after that. Then we can use our later picks, and worst case scenario, we can go into a draft deficit. I'm hearing conversations in the draft sphere that maybe we trade into the second round for more picks and swapping with Carlton and West Coast. There's things like that. Only slowish. I mean, from the videos I've seen, he seems pretty. He seems to have a nice break of speed out of the contest. He looks fluent. It's like it's poetry in motion in some ways. The way he's able to, turn on the gas in the confines of the stoppages. So I don't know. I think we call him the Timu Bond. Priority is the best mid available. So yes, Matthew thinks we should go 32 for best available. Do I understand a cheeky Hawks bid against us? Benny, no. So there were rumors that Hawks were potentially going to bid on McCarthy at pick 21 last night, but that hasn't happened. That did not happen. Yeah. You don't take him at pick 32 because we can match after, says D. Freeb. So that makes sense, doesn't it? I'll make sure my AirPods are connected to the computer. Bluetooth. I think it's connected. Sweet. We're 4 minutes away from broadcast, guys. Keep the questions coming. Hope we're all doing well. Ollie Greaves might be there for the taking. Wasn't this Ollie Greaves somebody who was touted to go well in the draft, particularly like early in the year? I know this happens with a lot of players though, doesn't it? Ollie Greaves, there's Hunter Holmes. Someone's mentioned Philippou. Blake Threadgold is still on the table, so he was one of the best, if not the best, key defenders in this draft pool. So if there's an opportunity there, but I think if pick 32 is there, then maybe you go for midfielder and then use your bids. Our points have increased a lot due to the slide of picks. We were in 400s, but now 800 to start the night. Yeah, we've got more points now with this like 39 going to 32, 45 going to 37 or 38. Wow, pick 10 to 20 was touted. Wow. Fair enough. Only spent some time with Collingwood. Surely they're going for him. Well, he only was training with the VFL side, FYI. I think maybe he trained with the first team. I swear I've been to a training where Riley Onley was there as well. I think I do remember that. But he definitely trained with the VFL side. Do you think Jai Sexton might get a bit? I don't think so. I think he'll come through the rookie draft. So maybe should we do quick yes in the chat if we should do a Pommy simulator, a Pommy draft simulator, so we can see how this could potentially pan out? Yes or no? Quick yes or no? I'll need people in the chat to help me out. I actually don't know why that's doing my head in, but we're gonna have to do my OCD. Like, look at the structure of this. What's going on? Is it because this is not high enough? Safari. Does this need to come all the way up? I think it just must. Okay, that's problem solved nearly. Yeah, there we go. Now we fixed it, kind of. I'm OCD, I'm anal, whatever you want to call it, but it's doing my lid in. It's gonna have to do. It's just gonna have to do. It's not good enough. The standard is not good enough here. It's not acceptable, but we're gonna have to deal with it. Yes, okay. All right, it's the off season, guys. Bear with, okay. All right, guys, you need to help me out. We need to do this draft. So, did West Coast bid on Zeke Euland? They did. And then the bid got matched. Okay, so we do that. And then West Coast took Cooper Duff Tyler. Who did Richmond take with pick 4? Help me out, guys. What I might do is I might open up Zero Hanger so I can see the picks. If somebody can write down all the picks, I mean, if you want. If you're willing to be patient with me, I can have this sorted. Just bear with. All right. Stewie, how are we, my friend? So, Dylan Patterson, pick 4, Richmond, West Coast. There was a trade there. What happened to? I mean, look, I'm not gonna. Oh my God, my head is gone. My head is gone, ladies and gents. Zeke Euland. Oh, Harry Dean was pick 3. That makes sense. Okay, hold on. Escape. All right, we'll go undo last. Where are you, Dino? Dino. Bid match. Carlton. West Coast. Cooper Duff Tyler. And then pick 5 was Annabelle, was it? Patterson, sorry. Bid. Crazy that Richmond finished second last, and look where their picks are. Richmond, Cumming, and Grill or Annabelle. And can I just skip to? I mean, I can't necessarily watch it on KO, not the AFR. If it was awful. I should have had this prepared. I should have probably done this before the stream, to be honest. Sam Cumming. Draft. Grill. Essendon took Sharp, didn't they? Oh, Roby, sorry. Draft. Can I make this smaller for you guys so you can see a little bit more? If I do this. I see they're often through. Other teams will bid on others first, I reckon. Still have Isong, King, Williams that are rated higher than Zach. Is it control? Riley Onley with our first pick. Fingers crossed. Here we go. You know, guys, it's what was number 10? Number 10 was Farrow. I mean, like we don't really know how it's going to pan out, so maybe I think I'm going to can the draft simulator, guys. I'm sorry. I'm literally looking at the share screen and it's giving me anxiety. What on earth has happened here? Like, see this is a bit cooked. OBS has definitely let me down tonight, guys, but that's okay. We're here for the live stream. The broadcast actually should have started, so I'm just going to refresh that on my end. Let's have a look-sees. All right, and I started. Now I hope you guys. We're gonna do our best to align our streams together as well. Greaves has slid. Word is he isn't defensive and two-way running isn't good. Worth the punt. Kid has so much talent. Interest. Be keen to keep a close eye on it. I've got it started, but not started drafting yet. No, I'm hearing 7:30. Are we confirming that 7:30 is when the actual draft recommences? Will there be a money ball pick tonight? Well, once you get into this sort of territory, I think the picks in the 30s and 40s. That's where the money ball is, So, absolutely every chance. No, that's what I'm thinking. So the poll: will the Pies take McCarthy with our first pick, or do we go a different route? So 61% of us would suggest that the case would be no. Just given the fact that we can match with later bids, given the value that they still hold and the fact that McCarthy's still on the table. 7:15, brilliant. Okay, that's good. Dees says North will take Fred Gold, Bulldogs bid on Ison, then take Emmett, West Coast take Hibbins, Hargraves, Demons take Greaves, Richmond take Kickett, then we take Onley. That's what we're hoping for. Brilliant. Love that, Dees. What are we doing to pass some time in the off season? Do we watch cricket? Do we watch NBL? Do we watch NBA? What's our pastime? Or are we just doing adult things and looking after kids and going to work and making dinner for the family? What's the play? How are we getting by? Or have you still somewhat stayed in the picture of the AFL somehow? That's what I'm curious about. Draft night, baby. Time moves very, very slow now, says Voidoid. Don't worry. We will be there soon. We will be there. Cricket starts tomorrow. Is that the Ashes? Ashes tomorrow? What time does that start? Premier League off. How could I forget the Prem? Yeah, Prem was tough with no... the international break, right? NBA and NFL, says Chris Talbot. I can't get around the NFL. 3 kids, fair man, Pyman. Watching nothing, my own preseason talk training while waiting for you. Appreciate you, Benny. Appreciate you, my friend. Are you trying to get jacked like Reacher, Benny Zero? Epstein Files. What's this, Stewie? 1:30 p.m. Teresa, am I ignoring you? To what? You said cricket. 2:00. I could never ignore you, Teresa. What are you talking about? I wouldn't be the first one added to that list then, would I? Impossible. Come on, mate. Few push-ups, a few hundred push-ups a day, Benny Zero. You'll be sweet. You'll be sweet, my friend. Guaranteed. 100%. You know, just can't wait for them. Tom Papley. Tom Papley is on the Epstein Files. Crazy, crazy. It's convenient that my Google Chrome and my Safari are not allowing me to use KO right now. What's wrong with the AFL app, guys? What's the drama there? Why is that a no-go zone? Come on, surely log me in, bro. Fuck. Give me a hard time. The off-season cobwebs are real, guys. All right, I think I'm here. I think we're here. Pies footy is on FC Files. Who's this Peter Wright lookalike, Journo? Who's this Peter Wright guy? Does he not look like Peter Wright's younger brother? It shouldn't be too long. It shouldn't be as long as last night, right? It's better to watch on AFL app? How so? Kevin Rudd. Gee whiz. I thought I covered that up. Hubble. What's Hubble again? Is that like a multi-streaming platform where you have all the applications as like a one-stop shop? Is that what it is? Foxtel's working? Nah, the KO is doing a job for me now. It's decided to do a job. Guys, just so we're sort of in alignment with each other, please know, guys, just rule number 1 of the Pies Footy watch-alongs. Do not put in a spoiler unless I've mentioned that I've seen it, because there are people who will watch along with me in sync. And I know some of you will be ahead for reasons XYZ. My KO currently reads 9:10, and Sarah Meadows, or whatever her name, Sarah Jones is talking at the moment. So at the very least, guys, just wait until I get the news that this player has been drafted, and then we can talk. Okay? That would be greatly appreciated. So the Ashes starts. Where is it? Is it in England? Is it in Australia? Are we versing England? Are we versing New Zealand? Is that the dumbest question I've ever asked? Because I got the feeling that the Ashes are only between Australia and England. I could be wrong. I'm looking at the commercial now. It will tell me. Begins Friday. It's 12 p.m. So is that a must watch, guys? Is that a must? Yeah. Is that a must watch? Is it in Australia? Okay. Is it in Perth as well, or is it the G? Or is it all across Australia? Is it an indictment on Aussie culture that I don't know a single thing about the Ashes? Is that bad? Perth? Is this bad? Am I making myself look silly? Pretty dumb. Yes, that's the dumbest question. Unmod me. I'm unfollowing. I still can't believe you just said that. Bro, are you Aussie? I am. Hey, man. Hey, I'm here. I'm here to be crucified. I'm okay with that. I'll accept my ignorance has has let me down in this case. It's a much watch, says Stewie. Do they do a series at an innings at Victoria Park, Stewie? Maybe I'll tick 2 boxes or kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'll go to Vic Park for the first time and watch the Ashes live for the first time. You could be deported, Andoni. Mate, I've seen people get deported for less. This Land Cruiser drives us home. Who has 5 days to watch stuff? You know, Benny, some people work from home. And, we have the monitor there where we're working. We have our work phone that we pick up. I have my laptop where I'm doing work. And then I have another TV here, or monitor, where I am not watching NBA, NBL, YouTube, Twitch, the Ashes. I'm not doing any of that while I'm working from home. No, of course not. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, right? Guys, if you know, you know, right? Pommy's live streaming the Adelaide Test. Nice. Very nice. Only watch it in the afternoon, evening. Look, everyone's justifying they don't watch it during the day now. Look, there's a few people. No, don't do it. D says put it on a second monitor. Rob, I work from home and I work from the office. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid gig, my friend. It's like Stargate. To be honest, guys, if I wasn't able to work from home so much, it would be very difficult to do the volumes of videos that I upload, especially this year. So you don't work from home. I got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit slow. Yeah, I don't work from home. If you work from home, technically you don't work these days. So I think we're 2 minutes away from the first draft selection, so that's keen for that. What do you do for work, D? I am a NDIS support coordinator, my friend. Yes, been doing that for like nearly 4 years now. Go out of this from live. Get me right in the action. I'm at 1346, 1347, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. That's where I'm at the moment. According to KO, for those who are following along, I'm seeing Carlton girls, Brisbane, Eyes, Carlton, Brisbane Muscles, Carlton, Brisbane, North. Just so you guys, and I see Sarah. You work from home, that's why I can live in Thailand. And mate, the autonomy is unbelievable there. Very good. I used to do player management, mate. Grumman. I used to do player management 4 years ago, give or take. But yeah, the natural trajectory after player management is probably, things like support coordination or something to do with specialist disability accommodation, those sorts of things. What do you think of Gold Coast having 4 picks in the top 20 while being finals? I mean, it just probably means they've got to pay more. Stewie, no spoilers. Guys, no spoilers, by the way, until you hear me realize that we have used the pick, okay? Stewie's just riling me up. He knows how to get me. So North are on the clock, by the way. We're at 352, 351, 350 time left. Sun got walloped with matching picks. Yeah, I mean, they definitely paid out. I wonder what effect it has on them next year and the year after. Like, did they have to use a lot of future first to get into this, or future picks to get into the first round this year? Can somebody help me with that? I know they got rid of Sam Flanders. They brought in Petrarca. So geez, like, who else did they get rid of to get picks in? Used to work in disability fields as a case manager. It's very similar to support coordination. I think case manager was more of a thing a few years ago. I think the titles of the roles have changed a little bit now. They have a future second and fourth only. Wow. For 2026. Do they have academy picks next year? Yeah, okay. Good. Good. Pay up. Pay up. Bro, will Harry DiMattia break out next season? I hope so, man. I hope so. I really do hope so. With Bo McCreary injured as well, I think that's it's an opportunity for DiMattia to establish himself furthermore in the preseason. So as we had thought, Blake Threadgold is going to North. So he was the first one off the table in night 2. Anthony, what sport do you watch when the AFL is not on to fill in time until the AFL starts next year? Chris, I watch sometimes the NBA. I've been getting around the NBL. Been loving the NBL. I play a bit of FIFA, which helps. I watch the Premier League. I watch the A-League. I watch local soccer. I watch a fair bit. And apparently I'm going to be watching the Ashes tomorrow. Is this a line for Bonnie Blue, or am I in the wrong place? Says Memos. No Bonnie Blue here, but if you want to get in line for SP 400 or Nikki Whisper, there'd be a long line, but try your luck, my friend. Yeah, they needed a key back. They got Whitlock there as well, don't they? Mark O'Connor is the comparison they just drew this guy to. Mark O'Connor from Geelong. Interesting. I mean, Harris Andrews is fair enough, but Mark O'Connor, that's unusual. Bo will be back early, hope so. Ainsworth Fiorini as well, they lost. Petrarca traded for 3 first rounders. Oakley Cannons. I used to play for them way back when. Way back in the day. Is that who you're talking about? You gotta remember, Stewie, I am half Greek, my friend. You saw her bust today on the Gold Coast. Is she touring Australia? Crazy how they let in, and it's crazy how they let in Bonnie Blue if she's in Australia, but they banned the visa for Candace Owens, who's not a criminal by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not saying Bonnie Blue's a criminal, but look at the dichotomy we're in, what they allow and what they don't allow in Australia. Crazy. The lads. Schoolies, no way. That's disgraceful, man. Sickening, that shit. She sent her bus. What is in this bus that we speak about? Do I want to know what's in this Bonnie Blue bus? Disgraceful, man. Yeah, the visa board are on her list. Of course they are. That's how that's how you get the visa. Max Michaelani's a fair comparison to Blake Threadgold. Filth, yeah. Yeah. Australia, we've literally seen in the last few months, guys. Like Australia can decide. They can decide exactly who they want in the country and who they don't want in the country, for better or worse, is what I've learned. If Candace Owen puts out, she gets in. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key. Cruz, I'm at 115, 114, 113, 112, 111. That's where I'm at. It's very intentional, isn't it? Next drink. Oh, hiccups. Despicable. Pick 27 is in. Yep, degeneracy. One of the badges we wear in first world countries, in Western society. Degeneracy and demoralization. All right. Pick 27. Pick is in. It is backwards. Louis Emmett, Zach McCarthy's tag team partner at the Oakley Chargers, has been selected for the Western Bulldogs. This is someone who was prized to be a top 10 pick early in the year as well, to be fair. But yeah, his form sort of let him down, apparently. Big boy. Big boy. Lewis Emmett plays like Aaron Cadman, is what they suggest. So Carlton are on the clock at pick 28. I've got 4 minutes, 15 seconds for those who are wondering. We're 4 picks away, or 28, 29, 30. Yeah, we're 5 picks away. If Carlton bid on McCarthy, we riot. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, what's the difference between, like, are we, what's the difference between, what's the draft value difference between pick 28 and pick 32? 505. So they'd be making us pay. I mean, if someone like Carlton bids on McCarthy, you're probably paying 100 to 200 more points than you'd like. Because now we're at a point where we're thinking we can take McCarthy at pick 37, which is only 297 points. Whereas if he goes to Carlton, if Carlton put a bid in, we're gonna have to pay up an extra 200 points. So there's 3 minutes 12 seconds remaining. What am I drinking? Soda water, bro. Mount Franklin sparkling water. I literally live and breathe on it, man. Zach Mack is 200 centimeters, big boy. You have 250. I'm at 254, 253, 252. Do you think anyone will bid on McCarthy tonight? I don't know. I mean, based on yesterday's trends, maybe. We shall see. Pick still not in yet. They're on the phones. In the Carlton box. What's going on here? Tried the butcher yet, Cass? The butcher? Butcher? What's the butcher? Tried the butcher yet? What's his Benny? Are Collingwood trying to take Carlton's pick here to get in on this draft? Or get in early on this second pick? or second round. If you pick at 32, will you take Zach or the best other? Look, I mean, maybe we take someone else and then bid on McCarthy with pick 37 and whatever's remaining. So we'll see. We'll see how we go about that. Trade. Gold Coast have traded in. Wow. Kombucha. I remember, Benny. I've had kombucha, but I'm not sure about the one you have. I think maybe I had a sip when you came over that one time. So Gold Coast have traded into the second round. So they got pick 28 and they sent away a future second next year. Righto then. Okay then. Fair enough. It's good. It's good. Yeah, kombucha's all right. It's not my go-to. Gold Coast. So I suppose that future second will help with Cody Walker for Carlton next season, father-son. Who will Gold Coast want? Well, the pick is in, and they want Avery Thomas from the Tasmanian Devils. People liken this guy to Isaac Quaynor. There you go. So he's a bolter. Confirmed bolter. They love these running defenders, don't they, Gold Coast? Interesting. Yep, no spoils, please. No spoils. End times. Just wait for me to announce the draft selections. Just that way, because some people are watching it in line with me right now. Wow. So from Tasmania to Gold Coast, huh? Pharaoh. Why do you like him, Teresa? Because he looks like a certain someone? Is that why? Because he's been likened to one of our own? Yep. Quaynor's name is being mentioned. Get on the AFL tracker. Thomas finished in the top 5 at the National Combine for the vertical jump, 20-meter sprint, and agility test. Interesting. West Coast, by the way, 3:35 on the clock. Pick 29. Nah, end times. I'll just react here. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Do something, Pies. We're a few picks away. We're a couple picks away now. You've watched a bit of the champs. Fair. West Coast still haven't made their selection. Stewie, 35 seconds in front. 3 more selections to go. So there's a few players still on the table that we like, so this could get interesting. A lot of guys' Pies have been talked about getting still available. I know. Ant Shupachin, Bombers, Banter, and Pommy. What do you mean? Like collab with them? I do collab with Pommy from time to time. West Coast pick still not selected yet. Did you see last night Melbourne took another pick in the draft? I did. Imagine, Melbourne being the ones to bid. That'd be ironic, given we gave them Brody Myercheck, but it is what it is. Yeah, like I think about Fred, I think about Swadling, I think about Dalton, I think about Onley, I think about Cody Curtin, I think about a bunch of players, McCarthy as well. They haven't been selected yet, so they're both live now, are they? Very nice. Voido, you get around all the content creators, huh? You're across all clubs. You're watching Foxtel, AFL, Tracker, Gettable, and Pies Footy. Mate, how many screens do you have? I just picture you with these like screens stacked on screens, and you've got the 360 going on. Max Kondoyanis. All right, pick 29. Pick is in. Gold Coast on the phone again, though. What's that saying? Foxtel, Pies Footy, and shit whiz. Curtin could be a great pick. Could be. As long as we don't have to match, we could get a good bunch. Sam Allen. That was a name. That was a name that was briefly thrown around. Oakley Chargers. Oakley Chargers and Glen Iris Football Club. Somebody also played for Glen Iris as well and the Oakley Chargers. I think it was Louis Emmett, perhaps. So there you go. They played at both clubs with each other. Allen is a great get. Fair play. Plays like Oliver Dempsey is what Fox Footy suggests. Project player was linked with us. So he did his ACL, did he? Allen recorded 3 consecutive matches of 20-plus disposals in the Coates Talent League before suffering an ACL injury. Get another pick in the 30s. There's going to be a really good player available at our pick if there's no McCarthy bid. Could the D's bid for McCarthy? I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Give me a name for pick 32 of Zach. I mean, I've named him before, but I'll go again. I'll go Swadling, Rodriguez, Dalton, Hunter Holmes, Curtin. There's a bunch of names that we've spoken about. Heatherton. Has Heatherton been selected already, by the way? Yeah, a bunch of names. Guys, help us out. Big Club Glen Iris. Yeah, right. 3 minutes on the clock. 3:03 on the clock for Melbourne. Greaves is one. Only. Pick 30 is in. Okay. Pick 30 is in. Thomas Matthews. I thought they were about to say Thomas McGon. The D's select Thomas Matthews. General forward. A bolter. Rank 71, and if they've taken him at pick 30, wow, okay. They obviously rate him. You can't foresee that, can you? Is Hunter Holmes Yeah, I'm not sure Holmes is worth pick 31 either, so we shall see. We are after Richmond, guys. This is great. Surely Tigers don't pick McCarthy. be huge. But once again, I just don't know if we're even going to pick McCarthy at our first pick. I think we try and get him as late as we possibly can. You know, whether it's at 37 or even later, I don't know. We'll see. Watch us get Randy McRandom. Never heard that one before. That's good. Tigers will go for a key. They're already stacked with mids. They went big on key forwards as well last year, though, didn't they? So, Grumman, they went big on key forwards last year. Key defenders. You know, they went Luke Traynor. They went Thomas Sims. They went Jonty Fall. They went Armstrong. So, you know, maybe they want a small player here. Maybe like a general defender or general like a small to medium sized defender or small to medium sized forward. So their pick is not in yet. Yeah, Jay-Z, I'm with you. So they've gone 2 mids as well in this current draft. Yeah, Richmond they've hit the nail on the head with their rebuild so far. But to be fair, they're only a year in. I'm looking worried. Nah, I'm chill. It's just the draft, man. Like I mean, like I say, it's just a draft. I'm chill because we don't know how good these guys are going to be for at least a few years. I'm worried about what's going to happen in the immediacy in the next couple of seasons, not the next 3-4 years. Not right now, anyways. Now, if we're being realistic, are these players that come into the club next year, how much of an impact are they having at AFL level? All right, well, their pick's not in yet. I'd like us to grab Holmes with our third pick in this draft. Richard went for 2 mids last night. Yeah, Sam Cumming and is it S Cumming and S Grill? Come on, Richmond. I'll live for this, my friend. Any excuse to go live, Rob? Any excuse to go live, I'm here for it. Yeah, it's a Hail Mary if you're hoping that one of these players can have instant impact next year. That would be a massive, massive bonus. A cherry on top for 2026 to get a player who's ready to establish himself straight away. But you go in with the assumption that none of these guys are going to play AFL next year because you want the best for them. And sometimes it's the best thing for them is to take their time in the VFL. So pick 31 is in. Zane. Who? I did say small forward, didn't I? Wow, that's a serious bolter. Ranked 94 according to the Fox Footy Lab, and he comes in at pick 31. Wowee. That's crazy. Fair. But anyways, we're here. We're on the clock. Who do the Pies go? No spoilers, by the way, please. Wait until I realize who we have selected. This is perfect for the Pies. Who do we go for? Who do we go for, guys? Put the names in quick. Last attempt at a guess. Who do we go for with pick 32? Zane Puka. Stewie reckons we still go McCarthy. Greaves. Greaves or Onley. Onley. Greaves. All right, so it seems like you guys are all saying Onley or Greaves, so we shall see. Collingwood's pick still not in yet. 3:09 time left. Wouldn't we be wasting our first pick by choosing McCarthy? Exactly. Yeah, that would be a waste, correct. Given that no one's bid on him yet. That's why we're gonna have it. We'll probably have a stab in the open draft now. Philippou, you reckon? Gettable suggesting we can get 2 picks in before McCarthy. Okay. Love that. $2.28 on the clock. Maybe we pass? Nah. Surely not. Come on. Collingwood's pick is in. All right, no spoilers. Bid. Pending. Meanwhile, Benny Zero with the 5 gifted subs. It's all happening. A bid pending. Who are we going for? We going for the Brisbane guy, Tyler Prenderpool or whatever his name is. Prenderpool. Let's see. Who are we going for here? There's Fly. Fly bags. Come on, who is it? There's Leper. Come on. I'm not looking at the chat. The wait. Come on, tell to us. Come on. Oh, guys, I'll check the chat once I know what's going on because I don't want any spoilers, from not even for myself, to be honest. Fox Footy Lab have Zach McCarthy ranked 47th, the 47th best player in the draft. By the way, pick is in. I think Collingwood is suspecting that whoever the club is, they're not going to match the bid. Do they suspect that the club is not going to match the bid? Come on. Come on, man. The suspense is killing me, bro. Hurry up. All right. Pick 32 is in. And that is... There you go. Ty and Printable. There we go. Fly looks relaxed. So Ty and Printable from the Brisbane Lions Academy. They have not been matched. There you go. Printable. There you go. Welcome, by the way, back daddy, old mate, Winters or Woters, Jai Kirkbride and Luke Smith, welcome to the Pies Footy Membership Club. Thank you, Benny Zero. There you go. Tyan Prindable, ranked 80. So another bolter, really. Plays like Willem Drew. Okay. There we go. Pommer's going nuts, is he? Is he loving it? There we go. How did he go in the national draft? In the national champs? Let's see. Clean, efficient midfielder who can chop out forward and hit the scoreboard. He played He had made his VFL debut for Brisbane in July. Had 20 touches and 6 clearances in the midfield, so he's ready made. To a certain extent. Very nice. He's played well in the VFL already, which is great. Interesting. Good get. All right, so that's the start. That's the start to the night. Love that. Tyan Prindable. I'm trying to get up his national champs and whatnot. Tyan Prindable. Yeah, you don't get because they're academy players in the Northern Academy. They don't get a lot of spotlight because people just assume that they're going to Brisbane or they're going to Gold Coast or Sydney or whoever it is, right? Which is why you don't hear these names so often. God, I'm trying to get to Rookie Me Central, but it's not quite doing its thing. VFL? How many VFL games did he play? Let's see. Wow, Hunter Holmes going to Geelong, by the way. They'd be wrapped. They'd be absolutely wrapped. Fair play. Pick 30. What was his rank? 63. So, by the way, Prindable has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in the VFL already. 20 touches, 13 touches, 17 touches, 13 touches, 16 touches. So, mate, this guy's good to go. This guy's just based off the numbers, he's got some talent. You compare this. I know it's not fair, but just as a reference point, you look at McGuan, who would get, in his VFL games this year, he really struggled for Collingwood's VFL side. So Thomas McGuan, I don't want to. I'm not picking on McGuan. I just want to give you guys a reference point. He had 7 touches, 8 touches, and 12 touches. Yeah, and Prindable played an elimination final as well in the VFL, which is huge. These Northern Academy players, huh? You think Geelong? I mean, they probably did overpay, but if he turns out to be a good player, it's worth it every way. Just because we don't know, that doesn't mean a thing. I said O'Brien's going to have the input and go after the unknown. It's what Geelong do a lot. I mean, to be fair, he looks good. Video coming up for sure. Tyan uses ball by left foot brilliantly. Love that. Absolutely love that, lad. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. Go watch his highlights. Get a good soldier. Solid soldier for our midfield. Probably called Collingwood Dirty Dogs. So many sliders available. I know, it's just the sea is parting. That's the saying, right? The sea is parting. I get the feeling McGuan won't go in the draft. Well, I think it sounds like if he's available post national draft, Collingwood will take him in the rookie draft. Guys, Collingwood's next pick is in 34, 35, 4 selections. Let's go into to the restroom, guys. Prindlebury. I like that, Ken. Tyan Prindleberry. Prindleberry. Where's Manny? I'll be back, guys. All right, we're back. We're back. Rumors about Greaves must be true. Hawks wanted him as an NGA, was a top 20 rated pick in most drafts, now isn't being picked in the top 30. Yeah, crazy. Thailand is built rock solid. Reminds me of Tom Mitchell. Prindle Embleberry. What does he look like? What does the bloke look like? Yeah. Looks like a genuine lad, huh? How tall is he? Height. 181. Okay. 181. So what is he like? 5'10", 5'11", is he? Left foot. Played 4 games in, or 3 games in the national champs, 19 touches and 1.5 goals per game, 7 score involvement, strengths, clean hands, consistency, efficiency, scoreboard impact, tackling. Very nice. Fair-o. Hawks want to trade. 5'11". So Hawks got pick 34 and gave away 52, a future and 2 future thirds. Yeah, so they're very keen to get in on this one. So this is Ollie Greaves, isn't it? This is going to be Ollie Greaves, right? He'll go in every minute. Yeah, not everyone is your 195. I think we're over that infatuation of drafting midfielders that are 6'5", 6'4", 6'3". All right, Hawthorn's pick is in. They are taking Jack Dalton from Sandy. There you go. Fair play. They were keen on him. And look, they needed a midfielder and now they've got one. Or they've got one to add to the growing crop, I guess. So fair-o to them. Sydney might bid on McCarthy having lost Buller they didn't want. Maybe. Yeah, Dalton's a good one. Thailand looks like Leper's love child. East Malvern lad. Fair. So Sydney are on the clock. Pick 35. 4:20 on the clock. Built like Tom Mitchell, you reckon? Dalton took out the 2-kilometre time trial at the National Combine, clocking in at 5 minutes and 53 seconds. There, look at that. Look at Hawthorn. They're wrapped with it. They're absolutely wrapped, aren't they? By the looks of it. Dalton's such a good get for Hawthorn. Sydney's pick 35 is in. It's been a bit cold. Gee whiz. Might have to put a jumper on in a minute. Philippou's going to Sydney, huh? Wowee. There you go. Bargain buy. So a bit of a slider, huh? Ranked 17 and went at pick 35. People must have been scared by the fact that he didn't play in the national champs. Philippou. Philippou. Plays like Sam Flanders, apparently, who ironically plays with his brother, or will be playing with his brother at St Kilda. We're waiting on a cyclone up here. How do you mean? Where are you, Rob? In Perth? We are waiting on a cyclone up here. Essendon are on the clock, by the way, with pick 36, and then Collingwood at pick 37. Bloke said he was a Bont Fife region. I mean, some of the comparisons are interesting. Kevin, is it Kevin Sheehan? Is that his name? He's got some interesting calls. You're in Darwin, Rob. Gee whiz, is it? What's the cycle? What type of impact is it said to potentially have? So you come right back from a holiday in Thailand, and you have to face the reality of a potential cyclone, huh? Damn. So, first and foremost, hope you are well prepared and stay safe. I'm not sure about the severity of the cyclone, but a cyclone full stop is never a good thing, right? Hopefully, Greaves or NHH is next for the Pies, is what Josh is saying. Cyclone Fina rated 2 should hit here Saturday morning. What is rated 2 like? Is that a high severity level for a cyclone? I wish you all the best. Anthony, do you think Collingwood will take another mid in the draft? I'm not too sure. I genuinely don't know. You'd think so. If I had to guess, I'd say yes. All right. Essendon's pick 36 is in. Collingwood will be on the clock next, by the way. Kondo Yanis, he's gone to the Bombers. Kondo. 100km/h wind, gusts, heavy rain. Damn. Yeah. Stay safe, Rob. It's no good, mate. No good. Darwin. Kondo Yanis compared to Nick Vlaston. Don't know if I can even agree with that comparison. Like I mentioned Kondo Yanis as a Jeremy Howe replacement in the sense that he's nominally a third key position defender. I don't have him as literally the Jeremy Howe replacement. I just have him as a third or fourth key intercepting, rebounding defender. Vlaston is, in my eyes, a second size key defender and plays as if he's the best key defender in the side sometimes. So I just don't know if that's a fair comparison. I think that's a bit rich. The Pies are on the clock, by the way. 3:58 on the clock, time left. Pick 37. We're going to rookie a key defender like that. Pie man. The cards are falling nicely for the Pies. I don't know. Only Greaves, NHH. Yeah, no Kondo. No Kondo for us, lads. Ladies and gents. Yeah, a bit small. Bit small. 190. He's 190 now, but I mean he's 18, so he's gonna be bigger than that, isn't he? What is exactly wrong with Greaves? I don't know. Someone else in the chat might be able to tell you. Imagine we rookie McCarthy. Surely not. His Land Cruiser drives us home. When's the rookie draft? Let's see. Isn't it in the next couple of days as well? When is the AFL rookie draft? Come on. Does anybody know? His two-way runnings let Ollie Greaves. It's let him down, you reckon? When is the AFL rookie draft 2025? Rookie draft on Friday is what it says. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's going to be a close watch as well. Lazy, they reckon, huh? So he's got a bit of an attitude problem. So on that basis, if he thinks his shit doesn't stink, then other Pie's going to select this type of player. Zaza wants Only. How many picks do you think Collingwood will take tonight? So we've taken one so far. We're about to take another. Let's say 3. When you include McCarthy as well. Hope we get Greaves, says Mello. Mello, what do you like about Greaves? Spewing, I know. If only I could work from home and do something for the rookie draft tomorrow. What a shame. Nah, I won't live stream. I definitely won't live stream. I'll just, as soon as I see who we've taken in the rookie draft, I'll make a video. And I think we'll do a live stream tomorrow as well, guys. If we do a live stream at 6 p.m. tomorrow, I reckon we'll do that. Stephanos wants Cody Kurtzen, then Zach McCarthy. Stephanos, you're a sucker for a key position player, huh? I think we wait a bit longer, Chris Talbot. As long as he's not being bid on yet, I think there's no reason to take him just yet. Fox Footy is still on an ad, guys, so we don't know who we've taken. Okay? So remember, no spoilers, please. We could fix anything, Pie Man. We could solve world peace, the Pies, if it came to that. No way we pass on any under 50. I think we're only going to use 50 picks, right? I mean, I think there's only going to be about 50 players that get selected in this national draft, so... All right, Collingwood have selected. This is the 3rd round of the draft, by the way. We're officially on the clock. Yep, clock's just started. I'm on 4:37. Has Liam Heatherton been selected yet, Josh? I assume not. We need a player that has Nathan Murphy's mold. Fearless, good at contests. Tough. Collingwood needs a midfielder, a key defender, and a ruck. So we've gone a midfielder in tie and printable. Do we double up on a midfielder here? Do we go a Cody Curtin, who's said to be a potential key defender as well? Come on. Rookie the key defenders. $3.20 on the clock, guys. Ruck. I mean, the ruck is going to be McCarthy, ruck forward. I think we're banking on the fact that, Oscar Steen can do some good work for Darcy Cameron and assisting him and then taking over at some point. Come on, surely. It looks like the Pies have already made their selection. The pick is in. Pick 37 is in now. Collingwood have taken. Collingwood has taken. Famous last words. Come on. Stop talking. Just show us who they've selected. Sam Swaddling. There he is. That's my guy. That's my guy. I'll take that. This guy played out of the midfield in the national champs and still found a way to connect the ball. Really good ball user. Great handball exponent by hand. Great running patterns. I rate him, guys. Absolutely accumulates the footy. Don't mind it. Don't mind this bloke at all, my friends. Watching all the draftees and the videos that I've made, I would say Swaddling and Onley are the two players that really impressed me the most. So yeah, death by 1,000 cuts, like that. Yeah, welcome Swaddles. There's your midfield. There's your midfield for the future, huh? Hopefully. Yeah, I think this is a steal. McRae's, yeah, he's stoked with it. Stoked. Has Fred Rodriguez already been selected, guys, or no, not yet? We took Ty and Printable, and we just took Swaddling, Stephen. So we are now left with pick 47. So maybe that's... I suppose that's probably the pick we take for McCarthy, you know? He hasn't been selected yet. Okay. Teresa says, I like this. As someone who watches the Waffle in person, he is fucking good. Two players with awkward names. Swaddles. Swaddle Waddle. How do we rate our picks so far? I like it. Freya will take Fred Rodriguez. Who needs penals now? Yeah, just throw him into the mix next year. We may take 4. A trade has been made. Brisbane are into the 3rd round in lieu of West Coast, I believe. No need to take Zach McCarthy until we have to. That's. I think that's exactly the position we sit in right now, really. So Carlton have traded out of this one. They've taken pick 50 and future third, and Brisbane have come in at pick 38. So that will be their second pick of the national draft for Brisbane, pick 38. And initially last night, pick 6 in Dan Annable, matching Richmond. Our points look good. Only could be a rookie, you reckon? Jeez, the kids, some of these kids at home must be sweating right now, right? I can see a picture on the laptop. Who is that? For Brisbane. Fuck, they got a massive team in there, that's for sure. Yeah, points seemingly won't matter too much now, seeing as how late McCarthy's going in this draft. Imagine if we just don't go for him. Bid pending. Have they just gone for McCarthy here? Let's see. Bid pending. We got pick 47 remaining, Matthew, and then pick 60 as well. Nah, Brisbane wouldn't. They wouldn't trade with Carlton and then force Carlton into a bid match. They wouldn't do that. That would be. You'd think part of that deal would be Carlton saying, no, we don't want you to do any bid matches, otherwise we won't give you these picks. We're still waiting for this bid to come about. We got 47, 51, and 60. Lions might be getting back at us. True. This is true. I mean, they definitely need a ruck for the long term, and McCarthy fits that. So let's see. No spoilers, please. Pick is in. Pick 38. There is every chance it could be McCarthy. Kobe Evans. West Coast Academy player. So there you go. There you go. All right. So it's not Zach McCarthy, which is good. That's handy. Now Fremantle on the clock. So most of us think Fremantle will take Fred Rodriguez. To be fair. They could have traded before if they want to tie. Yeah, if they really want to tie in printable, they could have traded into this draft and given up. But maybe they're just mindful that they've got picks that they need to save for next year for other academy players or father sons. Or is there a third Ashcroft that we don't know about? I'm sure they're done at 2 Ashcrofts. So still a few picks away. I'll be real, still a few picks away here. You reckon Fremantle will take Freddie Rodriguez? All right, so a bid. Okay, could we be in here? Could we be in here? Fremantle have landed with a bid. Now they're gone for Mason Cox. They've got Luke Darcy. They've got Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson. Does that mean they come in for Zach McCarthy on this one, or as D suggests, could it be Eson or King? King from Sydney, Eson for Carlton, father son. We shall see. Pie's chilling. Yeah, this is a bit of a chill session now, to be fair. Please be a West Coast bid. Let's see. All right. Who is it? The pick is in. Tyler Williams. All right. There you go. There's John Worsfold. What's the recap, Hugh? So we got Tyler Prindable, is a Brisbane Academy player that they chose not to match. Midfield player, really promising. Played some really good footy in the VFL this year, which is huge. And we also got Sam Swaddling from Western Australia, who's a promising midfielder as well. Absolute accumulator of the footy. So, yeah, really keen to see what those lads can do. And it seems like we're going to get Zach McCarthy potentially for a bag of chips at this point. Did you hear that Cox is going to Fremantle? I did. Wish him all the best. Just not against us, as always. So Tyler Williams plays like Bobby Hill, they say. Yeah, so far so good, Hugh. Hope you're well. Williams finished in the top 5 at the National Combine for the 20-meter sprint and agility test. So Fremantle on the clock, by the way, 3:30. Yeah, so Mason Cox not to Essendon, rather to Fremantle. Pies got Taylor Harris. What, did the AFLW side pick up Taylor Harris? Wishes he was Bobby Hill. Yeah, asterisk. Pick 40 is in for Fremantle. Did Mitchell get picked up by anyone? No, not as of yet. Tobin Murray, is that a mature age national recruit? Fair. So that's a mature age recruit getting picked up in the national draft. Question, chat. Who was the last mature age recruit we selected in the national draft? I know the answer. Yeah, it's a good joke, Pie Man. It's a good joke. I'll roll with it. Who was the last player that got selected from Collingwood that was a mature recruit? Okay, crazy thought. Get Rodriguez. He's Swaddling's best mate, and we rookie Zach. If he gets there, when are we on the button? We've still got a few more. I think we've got 6 more selections. It wouldn't be Ned Long because he's a mid-season draftee. I think Dees is right. It's Joe Richards, and then it was Bo McCreary. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, it's seemingly people just don't want to take McCarthy at this point. Sullivan was a preseason supplementary period selection. We can get 4 in a draft if we need. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Unless we need to leave room for Saxonar or McCarthy. But yeah, Joe Richards and then Joe Richards was 2021, and then 2020 was Bo McCreary. Mature age in the national draft. Brisbane might do a revenge pick. They have 2 picks before us. I mean, they can do a revenge pick if they want. Fuck it. If they want it, come get it. If you want it, let's do it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is Graves still available? He's still available, and I think he's got some height. I'll double check Oliver Greaves. Eastern Rangers midfield premiership player in the Coast Talent League. Height. 191. So what? He's like 6'3". So some solid height on him for a junior. A McCarthy bid at this point doesn't affect us too much. No, it doesn't. We're in a pretty good position. Wasn't Bo a relatively late pick? Nah, he was a pick in the 40s, mate. He was a pick in the 40s, so really, really handy pickup. In otherwise, 2020 is a pretty unsuccessful draft for the Pies. We had McCreary, Reef, which is the verdict is still out on that. Finlay McRae delisted. Oliver Henry traded. Liam McMahon delisted, went to Carlton VFL, then went to Essendon. Bo McCreary really was the saving grace in that draft pool. Was there someone else I'm missing? I think those are the players that spring to mind. So there's a bid pending, pick 41. The pick is in. Poulter, yeah, Poulter as well. Who was at the Dogs, and I think he got delisted from the Dogs as well. St Kilda have selected Charlie Banfield from Claremont. Huge. Huge that. No idea who he is though. I'll be real. Is there a relation to Bailey? Is it Bailey Banfield from Freo? Players like Luke Parker. West Coast had no points. Yeah, they're shit out of luck, aren't they? So he is Western Australian. So he is he Bailey Banfield's brother, or what are we saying? So Sydney on the clock with pick 42. Do they go for McCarthy this time? His dad played for the Eagles. Was Banfield a father-son? I'm not sure if he was a father-son or his dad played for the Eagles. So therefore, yes, there you go. Yep. Interesting. Still a few names left on the board. I mean, look, it seems like the players we were all keen on seems like they're going to be available. So I think it's a bit of a smorgasbord for the Pies in some ways at the moment, preying on these picks in the second and third round. It's cold, man. I say I need to put a jumper on. I'll do that shortly. People forget McCarthy didn't have the best year with the neck injury, would turn other clubs off. It was a neck and hip injury as well, I'm pretty sure. Kurtz's still available. I think he's nearly 200 centimeters tall, Stephen. But I think people might be, yeah, they're not willing to bid on McCarthy. They really aren't. So happy Collingwood taking 2 mid. Great jar so far for us, yeah. 2 mids. Maybe they're the future. Maybe they're the future for the lads, huh? Do we go down to 60 picks tonight? Apparently, there's only going to be like 50 odd. Imagine McCarthy's rookie list. I mean, that would be a big win. But there will be some implications. I mean, it means if we go McCarthy, Saxner, we're going to have to obviously probably, if we're going to put Ned Long on the primary list, we'll probably need to make one more player a rookie player to make space for McCarthy, Saxner, and McGuan potentially on the rookie list. So, like, there's still some list management there that would be required, but I just don't see, like, do you guys actually think McCarthy won't get selected and we'll get him as a rookie pick? That would be wild. Don't you think? Curtin as a rookie. All right, pick 43. Cody Curtin, and he's gone. There you go. That's good for them. Good for them, I guess. He's a key forward, but they probably just, like, clubs are rating him as a defender as well. Yeah, Brisbane got him. It's okay. Can't have them all. Can't have them all, can you? Go from the next pick. So Collingwood. So do you reckon they're going to go for Zach McCarthy with this next pick? Defender next, you reckon? So they're going to go back-to-back defenders, you're saying? Back on track? Back-to-back defenders. I mean, who have they got? They got key defenders, Harris Andrews. They got Jackson Payne, who had some issues himself. Heatherton's still there. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know if we're going to go. I doubt we go key forward. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Do we take McGuan late tonight as not to risk losing him as a rookie? I think if he goes to the rookie draft, I just don't think anyone's going to take him either way, to be fair. That's what I think. That's my gut feeling. For Pi as a defender, you reckon? I see the logic there, by the way, Jonathan, but I just don't think. Yeah, we've missed out on Curtin. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. He's not the most athletic guy going around. He's a big boy, though. Go for Onley. Pick is in. Pick 44. Southport. Go for Onley. We'll see. He's still there. But so is Greaves, guys. Like, do you just not go a bolter there? A slider, sorry. He's a slider at this point. So Carlton on the clock here. So do they go for Jack Eason here or Carlton Eason, you reckon? Fair. Was Eason's father any good? He's related to Lenny Hayes, huh? Fair. Carlton will probably take Onley, you reckon? Taylor Byrne, GWV. Taylor Byrne. 174. 174, did they say? So it's general forward. Pretty small. So Onley's still on the table, which is handy. If Toby gets to rookie draft, he automatically gets to Collingwood. Toby? Alan, are you talking about Tom? Toby. Tom, Jai, Zach. Which one are you referring to? Pick 46, a bid pending. Who's Toby? Yeah, I asked the same. Has Leggy gone somewhere? Is he nominating a rookie? I don't know if he's like... I'd say he's probably done. If I had to guess. Do you guys think Markov could go to another club? Maybe preseason supplementary period if he's keen. Please be Max King. Kobe who? So we've picked 48 now, so let's push this forward a bit. Further down in the order. All right. So North Melbourne are on the clock, and then we're looking at Collingwood very shortly, ladies and gents. Kids are just happy to get picked up at this stage. Oh, of course. Pick 40. It's pushed out to pick 49 now. Yeah. Pies 40. Yeah, 49 on a tracker now. Yep. Amazing they have the GC kids cameras in their houses, but no one else this late. I mean, I suppose they just know that like they're probably going to be picked to some level, so they just have the eyes on them. Where are the Suns getting these points from? I know it's crazy. You'd like to think it's going to hurt them in the next couple drafts. Otherwise, we need to make it. We have to make the rules more harsh for matching bids. They know he was getting matched. Yeah, they knew that he was every chance. Get ready for the videos from the Collingwood Football Club calling the boys and welcoming them to the nest. Yeah, that's always wholesome content, isn't it? You always love to see that. But yeah, he'd be wrapped that he's going to Gold Coast, that's for sure. Well, staying in Gold Coast, anyways. Who is Max King forward rack? I think he's from the Sydney Academy. That's as much as I know at this point. Bid pending at pick 47. Another. Why isn't it playing? My Bluetooth has disconnected. Yeah, it's always, like I said, it's always nice to see like the family reacting to all that and whatnot. So bid is pending, by the way. Come on, I need to fix my AirPods. Come on. Connect. Surely not, huh? Surely not. No spoilers, by the way. Keep it calm. So if this isn't McCarthy, by the way, this will take us to pick 50. All right, here we go. Pick 47 is in. There you go. Jack Ison going to Carlton. Big crowd there. Gee whiz. So again, this is the father sons in the academies. You have some idea that you're probably, when you have a setup like that, you're going to somewhere, right? Dud, you reckon? What how's you saying that, Pie Man? What how's you saying that, my friend? AFL biflags to Brisbane Suns are next. It's that bad, huh? His father's son, Rob. Father's son. He's jealous. Blue Bagger, how are we? He's nice left foot though. I tell you what, got a bit of height on him as well. Oh wow, kicking is a question mark, but I'm seeing some nice kicks here. He's got the skills of the left foot though. Dud because he's going to Carlton. Yeah, 192. Nice, left-footed, tall. Looks like he could be a good player. All right, so Collingwood's pick falls back to pick 50 after that bid match. Pie man, I mean, just based off that footage, it's not a lot, but he's an NGA, not a father-son. Okay. What pick was Dane Swan? Dane Swan was, I guess you're trying to make a point, but yeah, he's in the picks in a pick in the 50s. Yeah, I mean the Fox Footy know how to really stretch out this draft process, especially on night 2. Night 1, I can understand you want to go through all the the sentimental side to it, but anyways, you got a 6-month membership for $20 a month. Yeah, look, mate, that's just the way the lay of the land at the moment, MD. Unfortunately, you've got to pay for 6 or 7 different streaming platforms just to have access to the one. Stewie, you have Hubble. Is that a good way to navigate around all of that? Like, does Hubble have Paramount? Does it have KO? Does it have all these things? Because if it does, I think that's the value pick, no? Or the value plan, the value platform. Guaranteed another bid, you reckon, Ken? The biggest stud was picking Harry Dean at 3. Wouldn't rate him top 20. You reckon? Josh, that's a bold call. That's a real bold call. No? Who's saying Dean is not top 20, Josh? They got their men, huh? Pick 48 is in. Harry Dean is a gun. Pommy's a pies man. Now, did you guys see the edit I did of Pommy on the stream? I put him in a Collingwood jersey. Did you guys see that? Geelong Falcons player goes to North. Okay. You know the recruitment have done their research when you hear a Geelong Falcons player being selected, right? So North have taken a Geelong man, Hugo Mikunda. That's a name. Mikunda kind of sounds Japanese, but he's definitely not Japanese by the looks of it. Everywhere I go, Hugo's. McCarthy genuinely could be a rookie. That's crazy. So, we got pick 50 and pick 52. Like, what are we saying, chat? Like, what are we doing with those picks? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. Like, Collingwood could take him. I think Collingwood, you have to take McCarthy in the national draft. I don't think you want to leave it to chance that McCarthy gets rookie listed elsewhere, right? You can't match a rookie bid draft, can you? Adelaide's pick is in with pick 49. Another bid pending. Okay. Here we go. All right. Come on, Adelaide. What are we saying? Another bid match. Sydney have... So MD, what happens is, this late in a draft, when an academy or father-son bid gets matched by a respective club, it pushes our picks further down the draft rankings. Whereas when it's earlier, a lot of our picks in the second round, like pick 32 and pick 37, they came forward by 7 slots because picks were eaten up in between those bids early in the draft and in between where Collingwood's picks were. But picks are being taken now ahead of us, where there aren't picks being eaten up. It's eaten up in between. It simply just pushes us back a couple slots. I know this is just such a stretch, isn't it? They're really trying to drag us out here, eh? They really are. Who's the bloke behind Dean Cox? He looks familiar. It's not Nick Newman, because Nick Newman's at Carlton, but he looks like Nick Newman. Who is he? I feel like I should know his name. Who's the bloke behind Dean Cox, guys? Hibbins, Hargraves, and Greaves still available. Archie Ludowick from the Sandy Dragons is going to Adelaide. Wow, he'd be wrapped. All right, now we're on the clock. Pies are on the clock. Only then Zach Mack. Maybe that's the play. Who are we going for, ladies and gents? Who are we going for? He's a big boy. Archie Ludowick. Ranked at 29 and he slid to 50. So it's a bargain. A bargain buy, as Fox Footy would suggest. Let's get only now, says Chris Talbot. Come on. If we get McCarthy now, then we don't get any more. No, if we get McCarthy now, yeah, that probably indicates that we don't want anyone else. That's a good point. If we go McCarthy now, it probably suggests we're going to pass on pick 53. And then we'll rookie list McGuan and Saxoner. He looks stressed. Poor bloke. $51 and $53, Stephen. Good for him. Yeah, that stuff can bring tears to your eyes. Immediate goosebumps. Good for him. Good for them. You love to see that. That's probably the reaction of the draft, with Ludovic waiting in his room to hear his name be called, with his family and friends waiting downstairs. You love to see that. Drum roll. Hopefully we're close. 150 time left. 146, 145. No, by the way, no. Oh, okay. Collingwood have traded away. So I think we're going to get McCarthy with pick 53. We've traded away pick 51, guys. Interesting. So we get a future fourth in 2026. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, surely they wouldn't care too much, MD. Like they're playing, they're on an AFL list. All right. Bit of a tease there with pick 51 going to GWS. So once again, is McCarthy going at pick 53? That's what it seems like. That's the assumption. If we're keen on McCarthy, we're not letting him slide to the rookie draft. Who do you think, Fred or Onley? I don't know if we're going to get either of them at this point, Chris. If we've passed on pick 51 and we have pick 53, it simply suggests we're not really keen on anyone else in the open pool. I think McCarthy's the next one. So we have pick 53 and pick 60. So, yeah. We've made two selections. All right, pick 53 is seemingly going to be the last selection that we take. Bench Press King, we'll probably do a video on the players that we've selected. We've selected Ty and Prindable from the Brisbane Lions Academy. And we have selected Sam Swaddling from Western Australia. So some midfielders to add to the list, which is definitely a point that we've needed to put some work into. So look, while they're for the future, I mean, who knows what they could do next season? Who knows? They could trade again. True. That's one way to look at it. We could definitely look at trading away pick 53 to save some picks for next year. Western Jets. Finnegan Davis from the Western Jets. So, no McGuan, by the way, in the national draft thus far. Guys, will we trade pick 53? Will we trade pick 53 and try get McCarthy? It seems like we can get McCarthy at pick 60 or in the rookie draft. But once again, the rookie draft seems a bit of a risk. I'd say, like I said, I'd say either we take McCarthy with pick 53 or we get him in at pick 60 and we trade pick 53 away. What do you guys think? Tell me what your thoughts are. I think McCarthy is next to be drafted by Collingwood at pick 53, says Chris Talbot. Ollie Greaves might be, crazy days. Crazy. Nobody wants him. Premiership player for the Eastern Rangers. Former top 10 prospect. Josh, yes, as in yes, what? Stupid not to trade 53. Trader and Zach Mack at 60. Yeah. Can they speed this up a little bit more now? Like, come on, we're in the picks in the 50s. I mean, I wonder if players, are we going to just, surely we're going to see clubs quickly pass on some of their selections. So who hasn't been selected? Fred Rodriguez, Liam Heatherton, Riley Onley. Who else? Rookie draft picks isn't according to ladder finish reverse. That's why you probably don't leave a Zach McCarthy to chance in the rookie draft. So Gold Coast have taken 6 players in the national draft so far. Trade 53 and grab Zach at 60. Wow, so Finnegan was rated the 81st best player in the nation, and GWS have taken him at pick 51. Liam Heatherton is also a key. Blake Threadgold is a key defender as well. Bench press king. I doubt bids will get put on at this point in the draft. Just take him with our 4th pick. I think so. Yeah. Thing is, like, you can trade pick 53, but does anybody want pick 53? That's the question as well. You have to ask. Does anybody want pick 53, and do they want to give up a future pick? Gold Coast on the phone. Are they trying to trade out at this point? Mini. Yeah, six picks is crazy. Yep, no points attached to picks after pick 54. That's right. Only any good? I mean, he seems okay, but he's not. He hasn't been selected yet. So, geez, Gold Coast making the most out of this clock. Bloody gee whiz. Trade. Richmond have traded in. Gold Coast have traded out. So a future 5th. Gold Coast rate a future 5th round to get out of the draft, and they give Richmond pick 52. A fifth rounder. Come on, Richmond, hurry up. What you doing with pick 53? I mean, it depends if we can trade out of it. If we can trade out of it and get McCarthy at 60. If we can't trade out of it, may as well take McCarthy at pick 53. All right. What are we saying, Richmond? Yeah, it'd be bold to suggest that. It'd be wise to, or it'd be a good assumption to think that Gold Coast are done now, Chris, for sure. So slow, I know. Oh, such a stretch. Come on. All right, the pick is in. They go for a bid pending. Could this be the one? Who are Richmond going for? What do we reckon? I know, they can get this done so quickly. Night 2 doesn't have to be this much of a stretch, does it? If bid comes now for MacArthur, if we don't use 53, do points still count now? How does it? Would still, if there's points attached to pick 53, it would go towards pick 52, and if we need to go into a deficit, then we'll do that as well. Come on. So much pain right now. Pick is in. There you go. St Kilda matched the bid for Kai Fincher. There you go. Small boy. Well, I had 26 touches in the VFL for the Sandy Zebras. That's a decent return. All right, so Richmond. So it only pushes a pick forward. It pushes our pick back again, so we're forced to wait a little bit longer. By this rate, Matt Rao has won another Brownlow. Yep, I know. Good shout, Joshy. Another bid, yeah. Oh God, another bid. Just let it be McCarthy. Just let it be McCarthy, and we match it, and we can say Surely, come on. The pick is in. I don't think anyone picks up McGuire. I think he goes into the rookie draft bench press king. Bidmond. Essendon. All right. Collingwood's pick gets pushed back even more. It ain't easy. It's a real test. Mm. The Greeks defeated the Persians in less time. That's a good one. Restratos, eleres, stavros, stratos. Richmond playing games, huh? Playing funny buggers late into the night. In injury time. Imagine just for lols, Richmond just bid on McCarthy. Imagine that. Tigers must be on the payroll of the AFL, keeping the ratings going. I know. I don't have a clue what's going on. Yeah. I mean, they know how to stretch out the broadcast. They did it with the Brownlow. They've done it with this. Yeah, they got a few. I know. I just noticed that bench press king with Kako as well. There you go. So Richmond have finally decided to not take an academy player from another club. They've gone for Noah Roberts Thompson, NRT. Yeah, 4 rounds gone quicker than 1 round last night. Like I said, I can see the reason why you stretch out the first round last night. Totally fine. But can't say the same for tonight. All right, Pies are on the clock with 4:32. Come on. Just do it. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. Relax. Let it go. Richmond are $2 short of $1.50. Has to be Zach, surely. Surely. What are we doing? Only you reckon. Pick 55 is worth 0 points. Yet picks beyond pick 54 are worth nothing draft value index wise. 55, we've made a selection. There's liquor. Is that liquor? There it is. Hallelujah. Finally, we take him. Surely there's some camera footage of McCarthy, surely, at home. Is that guy McCarthy? Yeah, there's the name. There we go. Got him. Yes. Zach Mack. Big Mac. Macca. There it is. Guys, I genuinely don't think we're going to use pick 60, whatever it is. So let us know in the chat. Should we wait for this next pick, or should we wrap it up and call it a night? What do you reckon, guys? Yeah, there's the reaction. You love that. Stacks on. Gee whiz. They're all over him. Had issues with a neck injury. Well, he might just redo his neck here in this case. Time for bed. Coach TV, LFG. Let's go, baby. Time for bed. Yeah. It's about that time, huh? Happy days. TFFT. Keep going. Do you think Collingwood are done now? I think we're done. I think we're done. Jeez, is he all right? They're still stacked on top of him. They're going to talk to him. Zzz. Yeah, time to catch some Z's, I reckon. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate you all. We'll do a video recap tomorrow. We'll do a live stream tomorrow. I appreciate you all. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, go Pies.